Hello out there in TV land, and you're watching the Roadrunner Review, the 30-minute magazine show that features Metro State sports and their highlights from the past month.
And on this month's show, we'll look back at top plays for our fall sports teams, and we talk with one of the most influential women in Colorado, Metro Zone Athletic Director Joan McDermott.
Well, let's get the show rolling. You're watching the Roadrunner Review. You're looking at Metro State's brand new tennis courts, which is stage one and only the beginning of the new Roadrunner Athletic Complex, which should be completed in 2016. Thanks for joining us on the show. I'm Kevin Hall alongside Peter Aragon. Before we get to some Roadrunner highlights, let's get it over to Myles Potter with some Roadrunner news coming to us from the new basketball and volleyball courts. What's going on, Myles?
Hey guys, those tennis courts do look impressive, and we'll see our student athletes later in the show on those same courts. Time to get you some Roadrunner news. We'll start off with some men's basketball news. They've been selected to participate in the 2013 preseason NIT season tip-off on November 18th and 19th. That's incredible news, as head coach Derek Clark and the guys will travel to Tucson, Arizona to take on Division I Rhode Island University, and then play the University of Arizona or Fairleigh Dickinson the following day. What an honor! The family of ESPN networks will carry those games, so you, Roadrunner fans, won't miss a shot. Our cross-country team season's just underway, but one of our athletes was using his athletic ability to finish 48th in the International Triathlon Union World Championships this past month. Eli Hemming, the brother of track and field star Brianna Hemming, swam, biked, ran to a 48th place finish in the championship that was held in London. We can't wait to see what this freshman can do for our cross-country team during the 2013 season. Janelle Links was named NCAA Division II National Runner of the Week this past week. That's the first time a Metro student athlete has been named with that award. Also, our women's cross-country team is ranked 9th in the coaches poll. That's also a first for Metro State. That's going to do it from the Auraria Event Center. Remember, check out GoMetroState.com for all your up-to-date Roadrunner news. Back to you guys at the tennis courts.
It's awesome to see Metro getting more national recognition after reaching the highest stage in the national championship last year.
I know it's going to be fun to watch them in the NIT tournament. Could play Duke, could play Arizona, so some great competition for this team starting off their season.
Going to be fun to watch. And now our men's soccer team, they started their 2013 campaign against Western Washington University.
Senior midfielder Andy Lopez looking to take over that scoring role this year. He gets a point-blank shot here, but it's right at the keep and the rebound gets sent away. Vikings with a big ball, a header gets sent into the box, but freshman keeper James Tanner swipes it away from harm. We're scoreless through 45 minutes. Second frame, the corner comes in and Andy Lopez deflects in the header and the Roadrunners score their first goal on the new season. Later in the half, Andrew Weishar rockets this ball from 25 yards out, and it's past the outreach arms of Tanner. This game heads into free soccer. Carlos Mendez flying up the field fires, but just misses left of the post. You know he wants that one back. Mendez gets another crack at it. This time goes far post, it's in, and Metro State starts this season with an exciting 2-1 overtime victory.
Yeah, I'd missed two real easy chances before that, and then just keep my confidence up. Got a good turn, was able to push it by two guys, and then luckily, I got the finish off the side netting, so that was nice.
The squad next took on Cal Baptist at Auraria Field. This game restarting after Thunder and Lightning postponed the match from the previous day. The Lancers jump on the scoreboard first. Alex Anderson picks up the loose ball. Tanner jumps a tad early at the ball. Anderson then punches it into the open net. The runners down 1-0. Coming down to the final minutes, Metro looking for a hero. Pierce Kalan making some nice move, lets it fly to keep us helpless, and Metro State ties this game with just 2 minutes left to go in regulation. Extra soccer again for the home team. Set piece chance comes in, Lopez with the header, but he misses outside the post. This game ends in a 1-1 tie.
Rain that created havoc in the entire state of Colorado moved Metro's home match to the turf field of Wheat Ridge High School against St. Edward's University. The Rattlers bite first. Off the set piece, Tanner tries to push the ball away. Instead, the ball is sent in off the head of Daniel Riley for the 1-0 advantage. But right before the half, Hayden Stiles sends in the free kick, but Tanner misplays the easy save, and it's 2-0 in favor of St. Ed's. This game would get out of hand for the Roadrunners. The Rattlers scored 5 goals in the rout. Brendan Hughes, the lone star for Metro, scoring 2 goals, but it wasn't nearly enough in the 5-2 loss.
Back to the home confines of Auraria Field, the Roadrunners began their conference schedule against the University of Colorado in Colorado Springs. Galan trying to find the head of Lopez, but the Mountain Lions clear it out. Corner chance for UCCS, but new starting keeper Keegan Hand making sure there's no rebound chance. We're scoreless heading into the final ticks of regulation. James Roberts rips this one towards the net, but it's just wide. More overtime for the red and blue. Nolan Gleiber crosses, Brendan Hughes wide open but can't get a clean touch on it, and this game ends in another tie for the Roadrunners.
Next up for the Runners was a road match against Regis University, and this rivalry is always a heated one. Metro already up 1-0 when Galan has plenty of space to make a clean cross to Arubla, who doesn't miss from there, and the sophomore finally notches his first goal on the season. Regis would score a late first half goal to cut the lead to just 1, but the second half belongs to the road team as the Roadrunners scored 3 second half goals to defeat the Rangers by a final of 5-2. It was a huge win for the red and blue and a huge confidence builder this early in the season.
Yeah, man, it's a great win. We really had to bounce back, and I think we did. And we just had a good win today. Just the team played great, everybody played very good, and we got the result. It just feels very good right now.
Great start to the new season for the men's soccer team, and here are the RMAC standings after the month of September, and it's brought to you by Hotel VQ. October should be fun to watch as Coach Parsons and his squad take on the likes of Fort Lewis and Colorado Mines twice.
It's great to see our men's soccer team find their groove, especially against a really good Regis team that's given trouble in the past.
And it's nice to see Danny Arubla get in his groove, finally getting into that goal column.
We'll see how they do in the rest of the season, but still ahead on the show. Our women's soccer team has the firepower to rock all of their September foes, but can the new-look defense keep pace? Come on back and find out on the Roadrunner Review.
The Roadrunner Review would like to thank its sponsors, Jason's Deli. Real food is fresh, higher quality, more flavorful, less processed, and naturally better tasting. Get real food at any Jason's Deli location. And the Boulder Broker Inn, a proud partner and preferred hotel for Metro State Athletics.
Welcome back. You can see the beginning stages of where the brand new men's and women's soccer field will be placed in the next few years. We'll talk more about the spectacular development of the Roadrunner Athletic Complex later in the show. And as we say in the TV business, those shots of the soccer field, perfect segue as we kick off our women's soccer season.
Head coach Adrian Peets and her squad hit the road to Canyon, Texas to start the new season. Abby Rolfe and Carly Nelson netted goals to defeat the Lady Buffs in game number 1. True freshman goalkeeper Nicole Jablonski records 2 saves in her first win. She would make it 2 straight shutouts after keeping 14th ranked Dallas Baptist off the scoreboard, but the Roadrunners offense also had problems finding the back of the net. This game ends in a scoreless draw. Metro then headed back to Denver to take on 12th ranked St. Edwards.
This game was supposed to be a home game for the Roadrunners, but the rain that wreaked havoc across Colorado moved the match to Wheat Ridge High School. Metro scores early in this one at the 11th minute. Abby Rolfe sends in the corner. It misses everyone and hits the ground, but junior Brandy Farley stays with it and finds the back of the net for the 1-0 lead. Carissa Price looking for her first goal of the season, but sends this shot almost all the way back to downtown Denver. Rattler's free kick comes in, ball gets deflected, and Nicole Jablonski gets a paw on this to keep the game scoreless. Game coming down to the waning moments, ball bouncing around the top of the box, and Valencia Mobley using the right foot and ties the game with just 53 seconds left. Rolfe with some space, fires, but it's right at the keep, and the game ends in a 1-1 tie.
The following Sunday, the Roadrunners finally got to play back at home at Auraria Field and took on Emporia State to try and get back into that win column. Great Metro chance, corner by Rolfe, and Nicole Pollock there for the header, but it sails just wide of the post. Rolfe this time finds Farley streaking up the left seam. She cuts back in, fires, and she beats the keep for the 1-0 lead and her second goal of the season. The Emporia keeper Yadira Rivera makes a diving stop to keep this game close. But Metro's defense was stifling, holding the Hornets to 0 shots on goal, the 6th time in program history the Runners have accomplished that feat. Metro holds on for the 1-0 win.
Metro State next took on Western State Colorado University to kick off conference play in the RMAC. Newcomer Jordan Post racing up the field. She beats the defender, beats the keep, and another defender whiffs on the ball, and the ball goes in. Metro takes the 1-0 lead. Second half, Post again looking for goal number 2, but the goal keep right there, still 1-0 home team. Rolfe sends in the shot. Marie Ipoc deflects it in, 2-0 Metro. But wait, official says Ipoc was offside. but the Roadrunners finish out with a 1-0 win and with back-to-back shutouts.
After a 2-1 win against Mesa in Grand Junction, Coach Pete and her squad look to keep the good times rolling against Adams State, who has 19 goals scored coming into the game. But it's Metro who strikes first, Farley flying down the field with only to keep the beat. She fires, deflects off the keeper, and it goes in. Farley scores her team-leading third goal of the season, and it gives her team the 1-0 lead. Price, who scored 2 goals against Mesa, looks for her third goal. Her shot deflects off the keep, but it goes wide. The Runners still lead. We head into the second half. Rolf rips the shot on net, but Adams keeper Hannah Colts makes an incredible diving stop. Metro just can't find the insurance goal. Grizzlies with a free kick chance. Desiree Armijo places the shot perfectly just under the crossbar, and we are all tied up at 1 apiece. Roadrunners in overtime for the 4th time in 7 games. Metro had plenty of chances. Rolf finds Farley, who crosses to Price, but Colts grabs it from harm's way. Last chance, Price shoots. Colts gives up the rebound. Paula coming in, but can't get a foot on it. Game ends in a 1-1 tie. Runners outshoot the Grizzlies 28-7.
After completing a 4-1 rout over New Mexico Highlands on the road, Metro State find themselves in the 4th spot of the RMAC standings, which are brought to you by the Auraria Bookstore. Fort Lewis, Colorado Mines, and UC Colorado Springs are sitting above the Roadrunners, and Metro plays all 3 in a 2-week span, which could be the turning point of the season.
Well, that young defense of Metro State back there has really held up well in the first couple of games this season.
And it's great to see Carissa Price getting that goal column after such a successful sophomore campaign.
I'm sure we'll see more from her, and there's still more to come on this show. Myles Potter rejoins us to get us caught up on the volleyball team's 2013 campaign. And one Roadrunner accomplished a feat that has never been done in the most prestigious volleyball tournament in the nation. Come on back and find out what she did next on the show.
Are you a college student that needs a place to live? Are you still living with your parents and want your own space? The Regency Student Housing is perfect for you. The community offers many amenities such as a fitness center, 2 basketball courts, big screen amphitheater, all-you-can-eat dining hall, bowling alley, arcade, free parking, and a shuttle to and from the Auraria campus. For more information, please call 303-477-1950 or visit our website at regencystudenthousing.com.
Metropolitan State University of Denver nurtures student aspiration and empowers lifelong success through personal attention and professional experience in an inclusive environment. Located in the heart of downtown Denver, the university offers broad access to a transformative undergraduate and graduate education on Colorado's most diverse college campus. And as a gateway to opportunity, MSU Denver advances the intellectual, social, cultural, and economic well-being of Denver and beyond.
The Roadrunner Review is brought to you by its proud sponsors, Panorama Orthopedics and Spine Center. From sports injuries to spine injuries to total joints for arthritis, they are in your neighborhood caring for your injuries. Located at 3 convenient locations, Golden, Littleton, and Thornton.
Thanks for coming back with us. As you can see, the men's basketball team has joined us on the show. Let's talk volleyball now, and their new look roster that features 8 new players wearing the red and blue. Coming home with a 3-1 record from Western Oregon's tournament, they host the 2013 Colorado Premier Challenge right here on this beautiful court behind me.
Metro State started off the tournament against number 15 ranked Angelo State at the Auraria Event Center. Senior outside hitter Alyssa Heath crushes the kill in the first set. She leads the team with 12 in the match. Angela Maddie Hutt blasts it from the right side as they take the first set 25-21. Second set also belonged to the Rambows. Kaylin Troxel records one of her 7 kills, 25-18 Angelo State. Junior Lauren Keano pounds this one through the defense. She adds 8 kills. But this match belonged to the very tough Rambows, who swept the Runners to kick off the tournament. Didn't get any easier for Metro State as they took on 3rd-ranked and former RMAC foes in Nebraska Kearney. First set, Aaron Seeley dumps the ball to Metro's side for the point. Lopers take the first set 25-17. Bailey Sokolowski leads the way for Kearney, pounding out 11 kills. She helps UNK take the second set 25-17. Could Metro steal a set on day 1? Hong revs up the kill attempt, but the Lopers are there for the block, and they win the match 3-0 to send Metro State to the bronze bracket of the tournament. As the Roadrunners look to finish the Premier Challenge strong and take on Florida Southern on day 2. Keano gets the deflection to give Metro the early lead. but the Mocs reel off 4 straight points with the help of Brandon Laley, who blasted past the Metro's defense. FSU takes the first set 25-19. The second set was a mirror image of the first, as Florida Southern used another late run to take the set, this one also by 25-19. Heath led the way for the red and blue with 10 kills, but the Moccasin were too strong in the third set, sweeping the runners. Final game of the premiere for Metro State, and they took on current conference foes Adams State. The new Roadrunner Kylie Hogan blasts the kill through the middle. MSU takes the first set 25-23. DePriest Washington crushed it for the Grizzlies in set 2. Adams State evens the match at 1 set apiece. After trading the next 2 sets, we're headed into the deciding 5th set. Megan Tapia finds some space in the front of the defense for the early lead, but Metro would rally behind Heath, pounding 21 kills to lead her team to the 3-2 win and earning all Premier Tournament honors, the first ever for any player who came out of the bronze bracket. After wins over Chadron State and Black Hills State on the road the previous weekend, the Roadrunners came back to the nest for an epic battle with number 17 ranked Colorado Mines. Sarah Pekarik throws down one of her 14 kills in the first set. Mines ties the set at 25. We told you it was epic. Keanu from the right side, she led all Roadrunners with 17 kills. Metro with a chance to take the first set. Aggressive serves takes Mines out of system, and Kylie Hoagland finishes it off. Metro's wins 29-27. The Orediggers respond by going to their leader in Melanie Wanamaker, who crushes it from the middle. Mines ties it up 1 set apiece. Third set, Mines to Pekarik, but the combo of Keanu and Hoagland with the block. Metro finishes the match with 15 total blocks, taking the third set 27-25. Can Metro finish it off in the 4th set? Heath can't be stopped here. She blasts 16 kills as the Roadrunners take down the number 17 ranked team in the nation. We'll have Metro Athletic Director Joan McDermott coming up next, so don't venture too far from that couch.
Metro State Roadrunners, one of the most successful Division II programs in the nation. 6 national championships. 65 conference championships in the RMAC. 248 All-Americans. The season is almost here, and admission is free for all students. Great prizes will be handed out at select games, so make sure you're in the crowd. You can also follow the Roadrunners through Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and GoMetroState.com. Get in the game and get rowdy.
Welcome back. We're joined now with Metro State Athletic Director Joan McDermott, and we're standing outside these beautiful new tennis courts. Joan, give us your thoughts on the finished tennis courts.
Well, just as you said, they are just beautiful courts, and we're thrilled to have them here. Number one, for our tennis team, our men and women's tennis team, they've been off campus for the last 3 years, having to go practice and compete off campus, and that's not an easy job to do. So to have them back on campus, and on top of that have these really beautiful courts with lights, is incredible for our team. But also for me, it's a lot of pride, not only for our program, for the whole institution, because these courts will be great for the whole campus community as well as the community in the area.
And now you broke ground on this 12.5 acre complex last spring. What's the next stage of development that fans and athletes and coaches can expect, and when can we expect the construction to be finished?
Sure. Well, first of all, when we broke ground, it was a lot of work. It wasn't just putting the tennis courts in. They had to move a lot of dirt. They brought in this big machine that compacted the dirt and brought in fresh dirt on top of that. I mean, it was a lot of work. And so really the next phase from there is soccer. And the plan is to break ground sometime this spring. I think April, I don't have the exact date. So for sure, soccer will be up and running by next fall. So again, that'll be right here to the north of the tennis courts, and what great atmosphere for all those programs, for both men and women's tennis and both soccer programs.
And now switching from our fall sports to men's basketball, they were recently invited to the NIT tournament. Very exciting news. After having such a prestigious program, what does it mean to have them invited to a Division I tournament?
Well, you know, it just seems to get better and better. It's amazing because number one, last year for us to play in the national championship game where the Division I national championship games were taking place was a huge opportunity. So now to turn around and have the NCAA NIT people call us back and invite us to this event, I mean, as you know, it is such a visible tournament. You hear NIT and you think top Division I basketball. So for us to have an opportunity to be within that group of institutions, I mean, is obviously huge for our program, huge for the institution, and for the city of Denver. You know, we're going to get a lot of national recognition with those games. I'm sure they'll be showing the game nationally on TV, so it's very, very exciting.
And then do you have any other thoughts you'd like to add on the team or on the new finished tennis courts?
You know, let me talk a little bit more about our team. You know, they had an incredible year last year. They had a lot of returning guys come onto that team. You know, I know after you've had such a great year, those expectations seem to get higher for the team the next year. So, you know, it's hard to say how they're going to be. I know they'll be very good. I know you'll be talking to Coach Clark about it, but he's got a lot of new guys. You know, we lost some really key seniors from that team last year. I know he'll have them ready to go and they'll give a good show at that NIT. And, you know, before we go there, we've got some tough in-region Division II games that we've got to take care of first. And but it'll be an exciting year because I know they'll bring a great game of basketball. They'll be a little bit different, of course, because new personnel combined with our returning players, but they should have a great year.
Should be fun to watch.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us here on the Roadrunner Review.
Okay.
Joan, McDermott, everybody, don't go anywhere. We got top plays and cross-country highlights coming up next.
Some students come to Metropolitan State University of Denver to find their future. Others look to sharpen their current skills. In the case of David Thibodeau, it was both. Our faculty helped fuel his entrepreneurial spirit while encouraging him to pursue his personal passions. These two talents came together in Ska Brewing Company, which he co-founded in 1998 in Durango and is considered one of the top up-and-coming Colorado companies.
Match point time here on the Roadrunner Review. Our volleyball and soccer teams were not the only ones in action, but our cross country and tennis teams also started their 2013 campaign.
That's right, Kevin. The tennis team is led by first-year head coach Daniel Hangsteffer, and they welcome some of Colorado's best right here for a 2013 Roadrunner Invitational.
Hey guys, Eric Lansing here. Let's get to some tennis highlights. Senior Adrian Delvaux fell in his first match, but rebounded to win the #1 singles consolation bracket, which included a tooth-and-nail fight against fellow Roadrunner Nick Baker. In #2 doubles, Andrew Harrelson and John Qualls teamed up to win the #2 doubles championship at the inaugural event. On the women's side, freshman Wanda Holopainen easily took her 2 #1 singles matches on day 1 of the Invitational. She battled all the way to the semifinal round. Fellow sister Naomi followed suit in her sister's footsteps, dispatching of her first 2 opponents before falling in the semifinal. Taylor LaRoe, another freshman on the team, won 2 matches on day 1, besting opponents from Montana State Billings and from Colorado College. Now for some cross country as our men's and women's teams competed in the Colorado College Invitational this past month. New head coach Nick Moss led both teams to first place finishes. The men were led by senior Kirk Harvey, who finished first overall, coming in a time of 25 minutes and 33 seconds in the 8K race. Nick Cadlick came in second, followed by teammates Eli Hemming, who finished 6th. Now for the women, as they were paced by sophomore Janelle Lynx, who was a top collegiate finisher in the 6K race. Fellow Roadrunner Amy Johnston finished 3rd, followed by Ivana Ramirez, who came in 10th. So what's next for the Red and Blue in October? Our cross-country teams host their next meet at Washington Park for the Metro State Invitational. Then the Roadrunners head to Silver City, New Mexico for the RMAC Championships. You can bet Kirk Harvey's looking to make amends for a tough finish in last year's conference championships. Harvey, Lynx, and the rest of the squad will hope to earn invites to the NCAA South Central Region Championships that will take place in November from Canyon, Texas. Back to you guys for some top plays that should get that audience out of their seats.
All right, time for top plays from the month of September, and they are brought to you by the Regency. How about a little court action to play number 5? Senior Adrian Delvaux lost his first match, but that would be his last loss as he defeated 3 straight opponents to win the #1 singles consolation bracket. One of those wins came in a barn burner against fellow teammate Nick Baker as Delvaux defeated his buddy by the slimmest of margins at 2-6, 6-2, 11-9.
We gotta have a play from the men's soccer beatdown of Regis at their home field. Play number 4 features Brandon Hughes. Now stop the tape. Hughes is double teamed in the corner, but somehow finds a sliver of space past the defenders to find Andy Lopez wide open, and he finishes past the diving keep. Lopez scored 2 goals in this game, but big props to Hughes for an incredible pass.
More spectacular scoring in play number 3, women's soccer now. Abby Rawl finds Brandy Farley on the perfect pass. Farley streaking up the seam and woo! Cuts in past the defender, tees it up, and the keep has no chance as Farley goes far post for her 3rd goal on the season. That beat the lone and game-winning goal in the win over Emporia State.
On to play number 2, as Alyssa Heath showed the nation that one of the top player resides right here in downtown Denver. The Colorado Premier Challenge, the senior earned a spot on the All-Premier Challenge team after her fantastic performance in 4 games, which included a 21-kill effort in the win against RMAC foe Adams State. You can expect more of the same from the Littleton native as the conference season continues.
And the top play from September comes from our men's soccer team hosting Western Washington at home. We're in a free soccer and Carlos Mendez makes a great move to the inside, fires but he just misses left of the post, so that's not the top play. But Mendez's redemption is, because a few minutes later he's flying down the left seam, goes far post, and he won't miss this time. Roadrunners win their first game on the season in dramatic fashion. Those were your top plays from this past month, and as always, they are brought to you by the Regency.
Well, Peter, after touring on the complex, what do you think so far?
It's great to see what they've done with this whole area. Can't wait to see when it's finished, and a great recruiting tool for Metro State Athletics.
It's going to be fun to see all the teams playing out on these new fields. Well, for all your Roadrunner news and highlights, check out GoMetroState.com. We also want to thank Joan McDermott for joining us on the show.
And check out next month's show for more high-flying action. For Kevin Hall, Myles Potter, and everyone at the Roadrunner Review, I'm Peter Aragon. We'll see you next time.